Hey everyone, welcome back to Flashback Friday, the series where we dig into the wildest, weirdest, and the most unexpected stories from the world of art and design. So, if you are ready for your weekly creative chaos, hit that subscribe button because today we are talking about one of India's greatest modern artists, S.H. Raza. So, imagine if you are a kid growing up in the forest of Madhya Pradesh surrounded by trees, animals, and sunlight sneaking through branches. That was little Sayed Haider Raza's childhood. Raza started drawing early, but fun fact, he was terrible at paying attention in school. His teacher, Shri Nandlal Zaria, told him to stare at a black dot on a wall until he could focus. Random school punishment? Sure. But decades later, that tiny dot would evolve into the heart of his art, the Bindu. Yeah, that circle became his signature, the very concept that made him a global icon. Reza wasn't just painting pictures, he was building a visual philosophy. For him, art was a spiritual meditation. He once said, to draw and point is an elementary thing, but it can be a mental or intellectual process too. Reza studied at the Jire School of Art in Mumbai, where legends like Tayyab Mehta and Akbar Padamsee also studied. After independence, he helped start the Progressive Artist Group, basically a squad of artists who wanted to break out of the colonial art tradition. They wanted Indian art to move forward, not backward. And Raza took that mission seriously. In 1950, he packed his bag and moved to Paris, and the French art scene in the 50s was booming. Think cafes buzzing with painters, philosophers, and wild ideas. He observed Western abstraction and expressionism, but added something the Western didn't have, India's spiritual core. His early works were moody cityscapes, but soon his art turned inward. The colors depended, the geometry sharpened, the Bindu appeared. Now here's the part I absolutely love, the romance. Raza fell in love with the French artist Janine Mungalat. Their story is straight out of an art film. His letters to her were pure poetry. Lines like, May God grant me the power to say I love you, as it has never been said. That's not paint, that's passion. Together, they built a life in France, painting, teaching, living the kind of creative dream that most of us just pin mood boards about. His friend and mentor was none other than Henri Cartier-Bresson. The legendary photographer was basically told him, trust your instincts, dive into abstraction. Raza took that advice and the world noticed. By the 1980s, his Bindu paintings were blowing up internationally. His work became this mesmerizing mix of Indian philosophy and modern form. Circles, triangles, squares, all balanced perfectly, exploding with color. And then came Saurashtra, one of his most famous canvases, which sold for a mind blowing 16.42 crore rupees at Christie. Beyond the price tags, what's more powerful is what the work means. It's about balance, energy, creation, everything that makes extents tick. Raza returned to India later in life, after decades in France. He started the Raza Foundation to help young artists and continued painting till the end. Even when age slowed him down, the meditative Bindu kept pulsing in his work. And you know what? Maybe that's the lesson we take from Raza. No matter how far you go, Paris, fame, $1 million paintings, it all starts from a single point, a single idea, a Bindu. Raza wasn't just painting dots, he was painting the universe inside that dot. So, next time you see one of those deep, geometric Raza paintings, look closer. There's a whole world inside that circle. That's it for this week, Flashback Friday. If you love diving into Raza's story, drop a comment. Tell us which artist you want featured next. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. New episode every Friday, only on Art with Abir. See you next time.